They fantasize, I analyze, I am the eyes. Yeah. They stand in lie, I stand in truth. That's my I am alive, I am alive, I am alive. I channel God, the frequency lives inside. Delinquencies leap aside, just look inside. I promise you'll find bodies the synagogue. You lie to self, then you sin to God. I take the end of lines, put it in a loop, then I tie a knot. This eternal life, this is Heka'u. We can never die, we are immortalized. They live mortal lives, I am more than man. I have God inside. Whoa. Opened the door and then I got inside. Found my inner child, gave him a hug, told him I love him, we gon' be alright. And then I gave a smile, you made me more than proud. Shed some tears, let us scream aloud, a stand in pride. Grabbed his hand, it was the hand of God, our fingers five. Double time, we put hands to sky. Raise them high, raise them high. This is dua. Praise in self, praise each other. Praise to health, that is the root to wealth. Praise comes from per, and it means to sell. See, that's what preachers do, buying souls, selling hell. Disguised as heaven, pushing P. Differences between prophet and prophecy. The Bible is a prop to see the lies of man, portraying God open-eyed to see. Telling tales of wanderings. I've been wondering, they don't know that we're the real wonders. Miracles, when I speak it thunders. Literal, you feel it under your flesh when your organs start to rumble. Heartbeat, you're listening to vibrations as my heart speaks. Stretch minds, I have far reach. Raj General, this is our me. This is pinnacle. Step on sinister. Everyone is demons these days. Trust me, once you step to us, you will not leave as you came. See, we ain't the same, raising names. Real fame comes from Ba. It means to speak, to say. I have lots to say. My ancestors taught me how to pray. Ask and receive. Given that you live in reciprocity, our Ba shall speak through you to give our message of praise. Hands raised. This is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five. Hands up. This ain't a stick up. This is dua. Giving praise. They're only giving praise when they receive a raise. Like thank God. I receive a raise as I rise up every single day. Raise comes from res, giving life the sun's rays, hands embrace. Consciousness extinct, even the ones who think they are woke are still asleep. Resi means to watch and it deals with what you see. Resi means to dream and it's the tongue of the speech. Watch what you speak, bring dreams to reality. Watch tower, watch me tower over with power. This is more than album, this is pure magic. Creation vibrations, layers on layers. Prayers on prayers, demon slayers, soul cakes of fire. Caught up in a rapture like I need a baker. The Lord has risen, watch the bread rise. To give sustenance, I've seen death eyes. The moon is my left eye, praise Yah, dua. This is House of Atton. I don't have a mask on, I'll tell you all what happened. I see they got the facts wrong, flow fluid. Walk with ancestors like Anpu is. Who's this Greek named Anubis? Prove it. I see bodies walking around soulless, clueless. Ani Ptah, don't compare me to Steve Jobs. Call me Ptah Sakar. If you need to do more research, search Ray. Hands in vagina plays when pray. Spitting seeds into the womb to birth and raise. See, that's parades. Give thanks like it's in your hands. Collect them plates, ancient stele. Step through fire, see we trailblaze. Fate and faith, this is knowledge. Facts or flip or fake. Tell me what's at stake to give thanks. Hands raised, this is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five. Hands up. This ain't a stick up. This is dua. Tribal Sessions Volume 1. For the record. Open your eye in alignment with time and you'll see the truth like it's a physical thing. From the darkness I arise, so it's not a surprise when you learn of the light that I bring. As above, so below, I find a rhythm and flow as I grow with the pendulum swing. This is the matrix where everyone's faking they sleep here in life while we wake up in dreams. Shedding the skin like a serpent, this work makes it worth it. Attaining a purpose while searching internal, examine what all is in me. Most will not make it, their soul cannot take it. Reality shaking, you've seen what I've seen. Reap what you sow, with the weavers of speech, achievers, and this is the read 'em and weed 'em. You cannot read them, vibrations that none of them speak. Walk a medu netter, light his feather is heavy. To learn that your will isn't free, that you're willing. I continue to lead with my ebas, I'm sweeping my consciousness clean. Training in realms that are unseen, my aura is some set fire to all of the fiends. Stand on my Atef is all seeing, I we supply 93, that means we are supreme. Healing through tones on my senses, connecting and this year wealthy is health, this is green. This is illusion, reality veiled in delusion. Thoughts become intrusive, it's foolish to not know by now that it ain't what it seems. This is way more than belief, I see clearly the lines. My six senses of sight are hypnotized, no wonder everyone sleeps. Open your eyes. It's time to set off the alarms, the performance self-harm. Don't you know you're a star, God in human form, and you rise with the beast. More than man, bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I say, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper. Seeing the state of the planet, the damage, the famines expanding beyond your belief. I see they landed, they've handed the people a cannon and aiming it right at your feet. Blowing the hole where you're standing, creating the panic. The tactical planning is deep. Teaching you're only a man and the God is in heaven, the seventh outside of your reach. If you're the question, they'll call you a manic, frantic, erratic, depression, demonic. When you're teaching through the magical speech, they'll call you serpent, the one in the garden. Pardon my knowledge for having the knowledge and prowess to see. He really told the truth to Adam and Eve. You'll have distinction between good and evil if you eat of the fruit of the tree. Now you're a god, open your eye, cleansing yourself so that now you can see. They stole the stories and twisted them like it's a spliff. They put the fire to leaf, I put the fire to speech, I put the fire to heat. We don't do liars and thieves, they just desire to greed. This is my record to keep, this is my throne. You cannot sit in my seat, and I command it. I give more than 10 commandments. This is the law of attraction, and we have infinite stamina. My stage is where I'm standing. This is my art, God is in me. I only keep goddesses with me. They are the magical beings, they are the holy ones, birthing the gods. We're overcoming the odds. We are the even and odd. They're in the odds, we're in the all. Ancestors answer my prayers, forever grateful. I will forever say thank you. Inspiration to awake the sleepers. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I say, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I say, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper.
You and your family health and prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of Ma'at, and may you rise and come forth as conscious light, like the divine Ra, who rise and shine forevermore. Ma'at.
I look outside in all I see are people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, don't fly in silence. Observation with my eye open eyelid. Look outside in all I see are people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. I am him, king, crown, rings, that's who I am in. Mindset of when fighting jinns. Sword, swang, samurai, I am Shem. Suhor, son of Heheru, I am him. King, crown, rings, that's who I am in. Mindset of when fighting jinns. Sword, swang, samurai, I am Shem. Suhor, son of Heheru. Words powerful, Hekau. See, prove you can feel the roots. Gone, just look up, I am proof. Breaking doors now, make some room. But I is now speaking through me and trust.
Peace and love, everybody. Welcome to the House of ATTON. Ancient Tahuti and Teachings of the Imperial presents the Maxims of Ptah Hotep, Maxims 1 through 15, by yours truly, the mighty Atef Ma'at. Before I introduce the brothers on the panel, we will begin as we do every week with our Nefer affirmation. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, Unki Ma'at, An NS, Nintet Orset Ma'at, Min Hapapet Ma'at, Her and Hu Kui, Her Iku. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light. Peace and love, everybody. I'm the mighty Atef Ma'at. I'm going to introduce the great brothers on the panel. First, we have the mighty, the Jed Sajim. The Jed Sajim is a seeker of divine wisdom, the wisdom with universal structure, the wisdom that remains the same from every perspective, the wisdom that adapts to any interaction, the wisdom that creates silence, the wisdom that sustains the house of ATTON. Next, we have the mighty scribe Ani Ptah Hotep, Tati, vizier, overseer of administration of the house of ATTON, chief treasurer, Chester Suit, royal scribe of Tahuti Amenhotep Ra, Sab scribe of Ra, Sajed E, reciter of Aku, effective words of conscious light, one grade of Heka, excellent of magic, technology architect of Tahuti, full of Ma'at, truly silent one, controller of temper, most expert in his calling, protector of the Natiru, Neb Aker, Lord of excellence, son of the great unifier, Nu, holder of the secrets of the Duat, Smaui Sekmi, one skilled in the arts of music and poetry, the Met Neta Tepi and Sheshet, high priest of Sheshet, Saba and Medu teacher of the divine language, embodiment of Ptah's writing board and Tahuti's mirror, leader with the heart, As-Ib, great of humility, servant of the people, Tahuti manifests in him, Heru manifests in him as Ptah, Neb Ma'at, Lord of Truth, Shimsu Natiru, messenger and follower of the Natiru, Ptah Ani Aten Tahuti, a living Netta upon earth who lives in Ma'at, Unk, Nujed, Usir, life, stability, and wealth. And your presenter for the night, the mighty Atef Ma'at, esteemed brethren, as a devoted disciple of the master teacher, Tahuti Amenhotep Ra, I humbly serve as your guide and host within the sacred halls of the house of ATTON. Each week we gather here to immerse ourselves in the profound teachings of Ma'at, embarking on a journey of enlightenment. Within this sanctuary, we explore the depths of truth, drawing wisdom from ancient artifacts and the profound teachings passed down by us by the Natiru and the great Tahuti Amenhotep Ra. My commitment extends beyond these gatherings. As a true-hearted devotee, I strive to live and breathe the principles of Ma'at, showing love for my people and resonating with the sacred vibrations of the Medu Neter. I stand as a steadfast guardian of Ma'at, protecting the sacred laws that govern our existence within the house of ATTON. Peace and love, everybody. Welcome to Study God Sundays. Peace, great brother.
Peace. Hey, we up in here, man. At first I was having some mic issues. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, I was having some mic issues. I was fixing it, but now we good. We got it going. Yeah, man, we doing good, man. You know I'm excited, man. Ptah Hotep.
Oh man.
You know these them. Hey, look. All the Sabahites are good, man. They good.
Man.
It's certain ones that you hit that. Yeah. Them the ones that you be like, woo. You know, Ptah Hotep he got bars.
Telling you. How my mic sound? Which mic sound better? This one or this one? Which one sound better? This one or this one? Which one sound better?
That one right there.
This
It's
one?
louder. We can hear you. Yeah, you
This
good.
one is louder? Okay. I can't play the my sounds with this. I just gotta switch over, but it's all good. What's going on, great brother? How you feeling, Ani?
Hotep, great brothers. Uncle Jet Usir. Yes, all is Nefer. Yeah, looking forward to. Oh, hold on, let's. Okay, make sure the tones are on loop so it keeps playing. There we go. All right. Yes, I'm looking forward to this and seeing. Of course, I always am excited for Digging for the Truth podcast. That episode today, so I'm looking forward to that conversation. What's up, Netter? So I'm looking forward to that, and yeah, and just seeing your creativity, great brother, and watching the Step I Eat come to life. So very excited for this. If you're on mute, we can't hear you, great brother.
Hotep, I said it's a lot. It's a lot of I'm not gonna say pressure, but it was a lot putting this together. I had to call some backup. I had to call in some heavy artillery to get some help for this. I'll let y'all know when it's time when it's time to go. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm definitely excited. I like what you said yesterday in the class where you was like, you challenge yourself to evolve and grow. So yeah, I definitely appreciate that, and I try to do the same. So it's a challenge, but who better to do it than us? So I'm ready.
All right, yes, very Nefer, great brother, and peace and love and Hotep to everyone who is with us live. Peace and love to the great moderator, Boss Tut, Aka Aksa Fek, Hotep, great brother, to for being here. And this great brother posts the links that everyone needs to know. And this is the support link that's pinned to the top of the chat. So if you would like to support what's taking place here, please utilize those links. If you do not have Cash App or PayPal, we also have a support donation system set up through the website here, houseofatton.org. You can scan it, and you can also support there as well. So peace and love to Basa Tut, great brother, Hotep Hinu. We have Robert Williams. Peace to you, great brother, Hotep Ma'at, and peace to the Aout of ATTON. Uncle Justin there, great brother. We have Fix in the house, Hush Nation, Hotep Hinu, great brother. And we have Rob Lowe, I said Rob Lowe, Rahu Bat, Yashar. It does say Rob Lowe right there. Okay, Tua. Hotep to you. Peace to you, Rob Lowe. Tua for being here, good brother. And let's see, we have Bijan Pharaoh. Peace, good brother. Hotep Hinu family. All right. Uncle Jasineb. And peace and love to our other moderator, Amun Ka. Peace to you, good brother. And Amunet, who is our social media manager. Peace and love to you, great sister. And peace and love to all of the great Karu of the House of ATTON, the Meru, the great supporters. We appreciate you all very, very much. And to everyone who continues to expand and see what's taking place here and supports and assist us in our journey and bringing forward and reestablishing of Ma'at on a great level. So to everyone for that. All right. And so, yeah, I'll show the support links for the QR here for those who do scan this. That's the Cash App, the House of ATTON. And at the end of the stream, I'll gather all of the support, and we put them all within one, and we go through and we give dua to each person who supported the stream. So
Hotep material.
I hear the podcast starting up, practicing in the back.
Yeah, I think I know that voice, man.
So yes, Hotep and houseofatton.org. Everyone go support. Get your notebooks, get your teas for the summer as well. Get them for you, for your young ones. Get them for the AU. All right. You can also join the House of Atton as well as a Kuru, which is the Medu word for to be within a household, and much more as well. And here is the support donation that you all can use if you do not have Cash App or PayPal. So yes, it's a beautiful thing. Dua to everyone's consistency and for supporting, coming here with us on Sundays and receiving, the works that we're putting forward and bringing to the online stream. So it's a beautiful thing. Everyone, please hit the like button if you are here with us live, and for those who are watching on the playback, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and hit the notification bell. Make sure that is set to all, so you're always notified. And that's for any channel that you may be subscribed to and you want to receive notifications when they post something. You have to change that to all, or else you won't be notified. So yes, Tua, Uncle Jasaneb, and great to Jets to Jim. If you have anything you want to build on, great brother, what's on your Eve, and we'll pass it for the great Atef.
We doing good. Hotep Hanu. Shouts out to everybody in the chat, all our supporters, everybody that's watching in the future. Definitely appreciate y'all's attention. Yeah, definitely ready for the Sabaeed of Ptah Hotep. But I almost brought Big Papa Kerr out, or Kerr T. But I just finished feeding them earlier today, so I like to let them chill, man. On their eating day, I like to let them go underneath their sand and go and digest and enjoy that meal they just had. So, but yeah, I was thinking about it, but then it got a little later in the day, so I was like, nah, let me go ahead and let them do their thing, man. They know when it's time to eat. Heads be poking out the sand waiting. They say, hold on, it's around that time. It's about that time to get our grub on. So it's pretty cool. It's a fun thing. I think I'm gonna bring out next time on the next podcast. I'll bring them out, and it's a beautiful, fun thing. It's calming. I love it. But yeah, man, we doing good, man. Aoud's good. Like I said, just ready for this presentation with the great brother Atef. See what Matthew mythology got to say. Christian saying, they scholars, man. Them scholars right there, man. So we're gonna see what they got to say. Shouts out to you, Atef, Hotep Hanu. Definitely excited for this. Peace.
Peace and love, great brothers. Yeah, whenever y'all ready.
Yes, we're ready, great brother. Go ahead and share your screen.
Y'all ready? Okay. How do I share my screen? With the bottom? Share screen. Okay, let's get this set up right. Let's see. The window. Oh yeah, okay.
Just make sure your audio. Pull it up. Do you have the video in another tab in your browser here?
Nah, it's
So take the file.
take the entire screen, I think.
Say it again.
Say to share audio, share a tab or screen. Okay. I have to share the screen. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, I got it. So, yeah, y'all ready? Okay. All right. So let me just tell y'all what's going on. So first of all, when I came to this section in the book, I had got a lot of pressure that I have put on myself, and there's a lot of, because in my mind, it's a lot of your mind be racing. So I was like, man, I know I gotta do this justice, and I can't mess this up. And I started to skip, but I had already said that I was just gonna go page by page and just read the stories and just go down the line. Just whatever the next story is, whatever the next, chapter, I was just gonna go straight. So that's what I was doing. And when I got to Ptah Hotep, man, my heart dropped, my eve dropped. I'm like, oh man, I ain't ready for this one yet. I felt like that I wasn't. I just know I got to do it justice. And then, so, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just go forward and just lead with the left foot forward. So I'm like, all right. So how am I gonna do it? Am I gonna do something different? Am I gonna switch it up? So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do what I do, man. Just, my goal is to learn the Sebaid. My goal is to bring the stories and the writings of our ancestors, to bring it forth, and just do it justice, So my immediate thought was, I was like, okay, let me reach out to Minty Hotep. Hindu to you, great sister. It's like, let me reach out to Minty Hotep and just, see if I can get some assistance from her. Because we had talent shows, and I saw that she did some Nefer work. She's a wonderful artist. So I was like, you know what? It's not just one Neter, it's the Tiru and the Third. So I'm like, let me reach out to the sister. So for the thumbnail, she created the thumbnail. I asked her to help me create the thumbnail. So that's why that thumbnail looks different, because it was solely created by Minty Hotep. And I looked at it and I was like, okay, this is great. This doesn't look like I created it. It's totally different. But it's a Nefer energy attached to it. I love it. So definitely shout out to you, Minty, because I definitely needed your assistance. And she sent me the thumbnail for that. And she also sent me some of the pictures that I'm using in this. So now, just to give you guys a heads up, it's about 45 Maxims, but I split them up into 15. So this is just Maxim 1 through 15. So she gave me some work. She created me some Nefer images that are in this. I don't know if she's going to be able to point them out, because I was almost done by the time she gave it to me. But I still wanted to include them in here. There'll be more in 16 through 30, and toward the end. So I just want to give a real Hindu to the sisters, man, to the feminine energy, to all the sisters. The great Amunet, Hotep Hindu to you, great sister. To the great sister Nefer Sekmet, Hotep Hindu to you. Hotep Hindu to the great Angela Gates. Hotep Hindu to you, great sister. Hotep Hindu to the Jed's mate, the great Gabby. All the sisters, all the wonderful sisters, because what I realized was that in creating this nation and building, as we go brick by brick, it can't just be all guys. It has to be women, right? We have to create families, and we have to work together in building. So I dedicate this presentation to all the sisters that's a part of the HOA, all the supporters. Definitely shout out to my brothers as well. I don't want to leave you brothers out. Stay strong, stay mighty. But this one here is definitely for the sisters, because I definitely reached out for some help, and Minty's energy is all in here. I do a lot of, do about 8 or 9 of her And I'm excited to ask her if she recognizes some of them, because I hid some of them kind of sort of. So this is going to be really good. And but yeah, and then another thing, I was kind of finished with this. Maybe what's today? Sunday. I was kind of finished with it last Wednesday, but I had one little last part that I was trying to get correct, and I was struggling with it. It was such a challenge. I was getting frustrated day after day, trying to make it, get it the way I wanted to. And Hotep hit new to the great brother Ani, because what Ani told me was, Ani said, listen, brother, when you finish, I want to put them all together as one. So can you kind of keep them separated, or kind of whatever he asked? And I was like, wait, separate them. Wait, I don't know how I'm going to do that. Well, I kind of figured it out, because I ended up having to do this one thing to get it the way that I want it right now. And it still isn't 100% what I'm presenting. It's about 98. But I kept messing up. And every time I went to fix it, the program wouldn't allow me to do what I wanted to do. So that's another thing that I realized, is that my creativity was exceeding the program, because I had an idea that I wanted to make happen with the program, and the program just wouldn't do it. So I had to finesse it and finagle it. And but it did come out eventually the way I did it, but I had to chop it. I had to chop it up and put it back together and dissect it, but I had to do that maybe 4 times. And I don't know if any of you people, I'm just learning how to do video editing and all of these different things. I'm still learning the program. So it was really, really, really challenging and really frustrating, but I didn't allow the frustration to take hold, and I just kept pushing through, and I was able to do what I needed to be done. But there is a small part that's a little bit messed up, and I don't think people are going to catch it, but I know my work. So, but anyway, without further ado, this is about 35 minutes, roughly, about 37 minutes. So yeah, I'm just going to play it. Again, I want to give a big salute to my mate as well. They just had a meeting with the sisters. We were out, and she still was on the phone as we were, taking care of family business, and she was in the meeting. So, it takes dedication to build a nation. And, I'm just so grateful to be amongst such wonderful Natiru in the making, as we strive and elevate our consciousness. So we'll tap into all the wonderful sisters out there. And I'm going to start this up. Yeah, audio. There we go. I don't know what it looked like. Can y'all see it?
Yes, we can see
It
it.
looks good? Okay. You go hide it. Y'all know who that guy is? It's Matthew. All right, here we go.
Hotep Natiru. Welcome back, truth seekers. You've tuned into Digging for the Truth You Dig. The only podcast we unearth them. Ancestral artifacts over religious Matthew mythology. And I'm joined by my co-host, the Truth Seeker, the Learn Seeker, the Nefer. She don't play with pseudos. Christina the Christian.
Thank you, Matthew Twa. Big Ma'at. Today we're diving into a papyrus so epic, so layered, and masterclass in ancient wisdom. I mean,
what if I told you that one of history's most influential self-help books was written 4,000 years ago by an ancient Egyptian vizier talking about getting old and needing more naps? That's right. Today we're diving into a text that proves wisdom and problems really haven't changed that much. Unless we're talking about getting deported to a country you never even been to.
Atef is real choppy. Real choppy.
But no, you can't come back to your family.
that's such a fascinating way to look at the maxims of Ptah Hotep.
loaded. It's playing. It's not choppy for me. I don't know. Y'all got any
Say it
suggestions?
again one more time. You were.
I
I
say
had to mute.
it's not choppy for me. It's playing.
Okay, stop sharing your screen
Okay.
and take the video file
Mm-hmm.
and within your browser here, just take it and drag it into a new tab.
Okay. Am I sharing my screen? No.
After you do
Okay.
that,
Okay. All right.
and now share your screen
Ah.
and do the tab.
Okay.
And we'll see if that works better.
I was trying to encode it on the side as as it was playing, but it's so much stuff going on my computer. It won't even. It was at like 1 minute, and I dropped it down to 480. Let's see. Okay. Share. Okay. Chrome tab. Bam. Okay. Is it sharing? Okay.
Yes.
Make it big.
Hotep Natiru. Welcome back, truth seekers and Doug diggers. You've tuned in to Digging for the Truth You Dig, the only podcast where we don't just tell stories, we unearth them. Ancestral artifacts over religious opinion. I'm Matthew Mythology, and I'm joined by my co-host, the Truth Seeker, the Learn Sneaker, the Nefer. She don't play with pseudos. Christina the Christian Christensen.
Thank you, Matthew, to Big Ma'at. Today we're diving into a papyrus so epic, so layered, it's a masterclass in ancient wisdom. Namin?
What if I told you that one of history's most influential self-help books was written 4,000 years ago by an ancient Egyptian vizier, talking about getting old and needing more naps? That's right. Today we're diving into a text that proves wisdom and problems really haven't changed that much. Unless we're talking about getting deported to a country you never even been to. And oops, but no, you can't come back to your family.
That's such a fascinating way to look at the Maxims of Ptah Hotep. And what really got me checking is that this wasn't just some random writer. This was essentially the Prime Minister of ancient Egypt passing down wisdom to his son. Like water flowing down the Nile River, or currents drifting down the Gulf of Mexico. I mean the Gulf of America. I mean, you know what I mean? You dig? You dig?
And instead of starting with lofty philosophical ideas, he opens with this incredibly relatable rant about aging. Old age has arrived, infirmity has descended, the eyes are blurred, the ears are deaf. It's like reading your grandfather's posts on social media.
Well, that certainly humanizes ancient Egyptian nobility. Though I have to wonder, what motivated him to write this all down?
So here's what's fascinating. Dig this. This text was essentially a guide for navigating the highest levels of Egyptian society. Think of it as how to win friends and influence people meets the art of war, but written around 2300 BCE.
That's exactly what makes this so interesting. The way it combines practical career advice with deeper philosophical wisdom.
And what's remarkable is how sophisticated his advice about handling workplace conflict is. He breaks it down into 3 scenarios based on social status. For dealing with someone more powerful, he says, lower your arms and bend your back. Basically, pick your battles, because sometimes the steak ain't worth the sizzle.
That sounds surprisingly similar to modern corporate politics. What does he say about dealing with peers?
For equals, he recommends staying silent while they rant, blah, 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 letting the judges see who's being reasonable. And here's the really interesting part. When dealing with subordinates, he specifically warns against punching down, saying, Leave him be, and he will confound himself.
You know what's fascinating about that? It's essentially describing emotional intelligence thousands of years before colonizers had a term for it. Dig me. They spoke about it first.
And his advice about networking and reputation management is incredibly sophisticated. He talks about dinner etiquette in a way that could have been written for modern business dinners. Accept what he serves when it is placed in front of you. Look only at what is right in front of you.
Though I imagine the stakes were a bit higher in ancient Egypt than just making a bad impression at a business dinner.
Oh, absolutely. We're talking about a society where proper etiquette could literally mean the difference between life and death. But what really makes this text special is how it weaves together practical advice with ethical principles through the concept of Ma'at, the origin of cosmic truth and justice.
So it's not just about getting ahead. It's about getting ahead the right way and raising up your consciousness. Way before there was any etiquette training, that was just simply a beautiful way of life.
Exactly. He has this powerful quote: "It is not what men devise that comes to pass, but what God determines." It's like he's saying, yes, make your plans, but don't get too full of yourself.
That reminds me of modern discussions about ethical leadership and corporate responsibility.
And here's something really deep. Dig me. He says, good advice is rarer than emeralds, but yet it may be found even among women at the grindstones. He's basically advocating for listening to wisdom regardless of its source.
None of his advice shows its age. Everything is extremely relevant in terms of context.
For instance, there was this advice about succession planning at the highest levels of government. When your son is taking over your job, means potentially running the country, the stakes are pretty high.
That's a good point about context. We're reading this through multiple layers of translation and cultural interpretation, aren't we?
Right, we only have 4 copies of the text, and only one complete version, the Papyrus Prise in Paris. So we're reading a copy of a copy, translated across multiple languages and cultural contexts.
And yet somehow the core wisdom still resonates. The fundamental insights about nature and ethical behavior still feel relevant.
That's because at its heart, this text is dealing with universal experiences. How to handle conflict, how to behave in social situations, how to balance ambition with ethics. These are challenges every generation faces.
Henu to the Neteru.
And that might be the most valuable lesson here, recognizing that wisdom can transcend time and culture while still maintaining our critical thinking about how to apply it in our modern context. So, why does this story matter today? Because it's a reminder that our ancestors were brilliant. They created the complexities of life. They used instructions like this to navigate a world that was just as complicated as ours. And it's a call to action for us. We need to reclaim our history, to dig deep, to uncover the truths they've tried to bury. We need to recognize that we are the descendants of the Neteru, of kings and queens, of warriors and scholars, of innovators and strategists. We have that same DNA running through our veins.
And we need to use that knowledge, that power, to make a difference in the world. We need to be the change we want to see. We need to build the future our ancestors envisioned.
So, here's the deal, family. We need your help to spread this message. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. Share this episode with everyone you know. Post it on your socials. Tag us. Come join us. House of ATTON, Ancient Tahutian Teachings of Neteru. Back to the source, we the original axemen.
Let's show the world that we're not just passive consumers of information. We're active participants in our own liberation. We're reclaiming our culture, one story at a time. They taught you what to think, not how to think.
We are the descendants of greatness, and together we will rise. Brick by brick, Hotep family.
Hotep. Keep the fire burning, keep the knowledge flowing, and keep digging for the truth. Ya dig? We should be running to the truth. Like we used to run out to Mr. Softy the ice cream man when we were children. Hotep, I'm done.
Hotep Henu Ani Ptah, Henu Jed, peace and love. The Maxims of Ptah Hotep, ancient Egyptian wisdom. The Maxims of Ptah Hotep stands as one of the undisputed masterpieces of ancient Egyptian literature, possibly dating from as early as the late 6th dynasty of the Old Kingdom. This remarkable text presents the wisdom of an elderly vizier named Ptah Hotep, who seeks to pass his knowledge to his son before retirement. Written as a handbook of etiquette and proper conduct for the nobility and upper classes, the text provides practical guidelines for success in life, while emphasizing moral values and the concept of ma'at, truth, balance, and order. Its optimistic outlook suggests that proper behavior leads to prosperity and happiness. Origins and historical context. Old Kingdom, possibly composed during the 6th dynasty under King Is. Middle Kingdom, some scholars date it to the 12th dynasty. Papyrus Prissa, the earliest and most complete copy, housed in the Bibliothèque Nationale in Paris. Later copies. 3 additional copies from the New Kingdom with variations. While not intended as a complete compendium of Old Kingdom thought and morality, the text provides an excellent window into the general attitudes and outlook of that period. The earliest and most complete version exists in Papyrus Prissa, likely the most faithful reproduction of the original text. The aging vizier's request. The burden of age. Old age has arrived, infirmity has descended, misery has drawn nigh, and weakness increases. One must take a nap like a child every day. The eyes are blurred, the ears are deaf, and vigor wanes because of weariness. Ptah Hotep vividly describes how aging has affected his body and mind, from memory loss to physical pain, calling old age totally despicable. The request to Pharaoh. Recognizing his diminished capacity, Ptah Hotep asks the king to allow his son to succeed him as vizier. He promises to instruct his son in the decisions of the judges, the wisdom of those who have lived in earlier ages, those who hearken to the gods. The king grants his request, saying, "Before you retire, teach him about what has been said in the past, for no one is born wise." Humility and wisdom. Knowledge without arrogance. Do not be haughty because of your knowledge, but take counsel with the unlearned man as well as with the learned. For no one has ever attained perfection of competence, and there is no craftsman who has acquired full mastery. Wisdom from unexpected sources. Good advice is rarer than emeralds, but yet it may be found even among women at the grindstones. Learning from all. Ptah Hotep teaches that wisdom can come from anyone, regardless of their status or education. True knowledge requires humility and openness to learning from diverse sources. The first maxim establishes one of the text's core principles. True wisdom requires humility. Even the most knowledgeable person has more to learn, and valuable insights can come from unexpected sources, including those of lower social status. Handling confrontation against a superior. When confronting someone of higher status, lower your arms and bend your back. Don't oppose their vehemence directly. Your self-control will make them appear boorish by comparison against an equal. When facing an adversary of equal standing, prove yourself more upright by remaining silent while he speaks vengefully. The judges will recognize your restraint. against an inferior. When dealing with someone of lower status, do not assail him in accordance with his lowly estate. Leave him be, and he will confound himself. Don't stoop to their level or vent your frustration at their expense. Ptah Hotep provides nuanced advice for handling confrontations with people of different social standings. In all cases, he advocates for restraint, self-control, and dignity, rather than aggression or vengefulness. This approach not only preserves one's reputation, but also leads to better outcomes in disputes, justice, and enduring truth. Great is might, and its foundation is firmly established. Just punishment. He who violates the laws must be punished. Honest prosperity. Wealth can be lost through dishonesty. Lasting legacy. In the long run, it is Mayat, which endures. The fifth maxim emphasizes the importance of Mayat, the origin of truth, balance, and cosmic order. Warns that dishonesty and wrongdoing never lead to lasting success. While the dishonest person thinks only of immediate gain, saying, "I will procure wealth for myself," the honest person can proudly declare, "This is my ancestral property," indicating wealth legitimately acquired and maintained. Proper conduct in society. Dining etiquette. If you should be sitting at the table of someone greater than you, accept what he serves when placed in front of you. Look only at what is right in front of you and do not stare at him constantly. Messenger's duty. If you are a man entrusted with responsibility, one whom one nobleman sends to another, be meticulous in your duty when he sends you and deliver his message exactly as he dictates it. Modest success. If you engage in agriculture and your field prospers, and God causes it to increase under your hand, do not talk about it incessantly around your neighborhood. Serving others. If you are humble and the servant of a well-to-do man, let all your behavior be flawless before God. If you should learn that he was once of low estate, do not be disdainful toward him. Ptah Hotep provides detailed guidance on proper behavior in various social situations, from dining with superiors to serving as a messenger between nobles. He consistently emphasizes discretion, respect, and humility as the keys to navigating social hierarchies successfully. Personal happiness and family. Follow your heart. Follow your heart as long as you live and do not work beyond what is allocated to you. Balance work and joy. Do not waste the time of following the heart, for wasting time is an annoyance of the spirit. Nurture good children. If you beget a son who pleases God, if he is upright and follows your disposition, then do every good thing for him. Reject the wayward. If he goes wrong and disregards your counsel, then reject him, for he is not your son. Ptah Hotep offers advice on achieving personal happiness and managing family relationships. He advocates for a balanced life that includes enjoyment while fulfilling one's duties. Regarding children, he recommends generous support for those who are virtuous and obedient, but stern rejection of those who persistently defy guidance and behave dishonorably. Professional success and reputation. Know your place. If you are in the audience chamber, stand and sit in accordance with your position. Build trust. Gain for yourself supporters who are trustworthy. One who is trustworthy is one who will not spread talk around the community. Be transparent. State your business without concealing anything. Proffer your opinion in the council of your Lord. The final maxims focus on professional conduct and building a positive reputation. Ptah Hotep emphasizes the importance of respecting hierarchies, building networks of trustworthy associates, and communicating honestly. He warns against self-promotion, noting that a good reputation spreads naturally. Men will boast on your behalf without you being aware of it. He contrasts the person of integrity with one who listens to his stomach, suggesting that those who prioritize immediate gratification over principle invite scorn rather than respect. True success comes to those whom God has established through their virtuous conduct, peace and love to the house of ATTON, and Henu to the great Tehuti Amon Hotep Ra. Henu Nateru. Hotep, I'm done. Stay tuned as Atef reads 1 to 15 of the Maxims.
The Maxims of Ptah Hotep. This text, one of the undisputed masterpieces of ancient Egyptian literature, dates possibly from as early as the late 6th dynasty. Some scholarly opinions, however, as a Middle Kingdom composition, prefer to see it as a Middle Kingdom composition, although it was not intended to be a complete compendium of morality, of Old Kingdom thought nevertheless morality present a very good nevertheless of the general picture and outlook of the general attitudes. And the text was composed under the guise of an elderly vizier, under the guise of an elderly vizier, and desirous of handing his position, and desirous of handing his position, who also bore the name son. In general, the text appears as a handbook of etiquette and proper conduct. In general, the text appears as a handbook addressed to members of the nobility and upper classes, and is obviously addressed to members of the nobility and upper classes. The very practical and pragmatic purpose of the text, for it provides very practical and pragmatic one, designed to aid the reader or hearer of conduct in getting ahead in life, to aid and at the same time, personally, the text also has a certain moral value. At the same time, with its stress, the text also has a certain moral value of what is right. With its stress, it is also extremely optimistic in its general outlook. It is also extremely optimistic in its general outlook and proper fashion, i.e., all one behaves in the right due to the extreme difficulty of this text. Modern translations show very wide variations. Modern translations of certain show very wide variations. There are 4 copies of the text certain passages. Only one of 4 copies of the text in the Bibliothèque Nationale. Only one of Paris papyrus complete. In the Bibliothèque, this version is the earliest of the 4. Is complete. Being a copy produced this version is the earliest of the 4. Being the earliest copy produced, it is in all likelihood the most faithful reproduction. It is in all likelihood the other copies show considerable variations from papyrus. The other copies show this considerable variation, the fact that they were amended papyrus price to make them more understandable, perhaps to the fact that they were amended kingdom to make them more.
Hotep, Atef, great brother, you there? Hotep, there's a double overlap on that part where you.
It ain't gonna work, bro. My slice game ain't work. Goodness gracious. It's done. That's it. Look, give it applause. It didn't work. I tried it 5 times. Okay. Let me see something. Let me see. Hotep, can y'all hear me? You can see me?
Hotep. Yes, we can hear and see you.
I tried. Let me see something.
Is there a double audio you exported?
Nah, you know what? That was my splice game. It just, I was trying to do something and it took it, but I guess it didn't take it. So hold on. Let me see if I could let me see. I appreciate y'all patience. I don't know if, let me see something. I have the ending of it in another part. Let me see. Told you I did it about 5 or 6 times. I did it 5 or 6 times. Then I had to cut it and put it back together, and it's a lot. But I thought it worked though. I thought it came out. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Go to it.
Yeah, that does happen sometimes. You know, up at it was fire. Everything was flawless.
It worked. Yes, it worked good. I'm telling you, when it played for me, because my mate watched it 2, 3 times. She was like, "Okay, you need to do this and do that." We did it. Boom, it was done. Hold on, let me see, because now I'm gonna have to. I could play the. Let me see, because I have. Let me see if I could.
What about that? He had my guy back there dancing to the beat, bro. I was rolling back here.
Which one, Ptah? It was old.
Yeah. The old dude dancing, man. That was funny, bro. I was here rolling.
Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I could. Let me see. Cause I have it. I tell you, I had to cut it and put it together. So let me go to a different file and just play the ending. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, go to. It's a lot of work, guys. I'm telling you, it ain't easy. I love it because it allows me to be creative, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying. I'm just I'm just learning how to use the buttons. I'm telling you. Okay, let me see. Where did I put it at? I put it right here. Okay, I could play it off for this one. Let me see. Let's see.
Hotep Natiru. Welcome.
Hold on. Y'all can hear that? Hold on.
Dua everyone for your patience as our great brother. We definitely want to be able to excuse me receive the project and completion. So, but this is just part of the process. When creating, learning new skill set, and you can do something, you can check it 30 times, and then when it's time to go live, that's just part of the creation process. So, you know,
Okay, I'm gonna play this one, but all right, hold on. I got it. Let's see. Cool. I gotta exit out of this. Let's see. In that. In that. That's the most important part. Seba eats. All right, here we go. So that's ended. Okay, go there and then put it in my tab. Let me go. What's the tab? How do I get it to the tab? Okay. Okay. Okay, I got it. Hotep. Okay, can y'all hear me? Mic check. Mic check.
Yes, we can hear
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Hotep.
All right. So this is the ending part of it, but this doesn't have the subtitles, so it's just gonna be me reading it without the words. So to me, this is the most important part because this is the actual Sebai. So I'm just gonna play it right now from where I'm at. So I appreciate all y'all patience, and y'all think I be playing when I tell y'all I just be I be freestyling. I'm just, you got to put the boat in the water where you at, and you know, this is me just learning and bringing forth and just doing my best. So here we go. I'm gonna play it from a little bit after Cynthia is reading. So let's see, right here. Can y'all hear it? Y'all
Comes
can hear it?
to those whom God has established through their virtuous conduct, peace and love to the house of Aten, and Henu to the great
Yes, we can hear
Tehuti
you.
Amon Hotep Ra, Henu Nateru.
Now this is just me reading the Seba'it, and you're not gonna see the subtitles are missing from this. So this is just me reading.
Hotep, I'm done. Stay tuned as Atef reads 1 to 15 of the Maxims.
The Maxims of this text, one of the undisputed masterpieces of ancient Egyptian literature, dates possibly from as early as the late 6th dynasty of the Old Kingdom. Some scholarly opinions, however, prefer to see it as a Middle Kingdom composition dating from the 12th dynasty, although it was not intended to be a complete compendium of Old Kingdom thought and morality. It does nevertheless present a very good picture of the general attitudes and outlook of that period. The text was composed under the guise of an elderly vizier who was on the verge of retirement and desirous of handing his position on to his son, who also bore the name. In general, the text appears as a handbook of etiquette and proper conduct and is obviously addressed to members of the nobility and upper classes. The major purpose of the text was a very practical and pragmatic one, for it provides guidelines of conduct designed to aid the reader or hearer in getting ahead in life and in being successful, both personally and financially. At the same time, the text also has a certain moral value with its stress on and the doing of what is right. It is also extremely optimistic in its general outlook, i.e., if one behaves in the right and proper fashion, all will be well. Due to the extreme difficulty of this text, modern translations of it show very wide variations in the interpretation of certain passages. There are 4 copies of the text in existence, only one of which, papyrus in the Bibliothèque Nationale in Paris, is complete. This version is the earliest of the 4, being a copy produced during the Middle Kingdom. Being the earliest, it is in all likelihood the most faithful reproduction of the original. The other copies show considerable variations from papyrus, this being due perhaps to the fact that they were amended to make them more understandable to the Egyptians of the New Kingdom. In the following translation, I have for the most part followed the text of papyrus, although in several instances I have inserted, where it seemed appropriate, lines from one of the other extant versions. There are several publications of the text, but the one which I have used in producing the following translation is that of Vizaba, Les Maxims de Prague, 1956. The text has been translated several times, but those most easily accessible to the majority of readers will be that of Miriam, Ancient Egyptian Literature, Volume 1, Berkeley, 1973, 6180, and that of R.O. Faulkner in the earlier edition, 1973, of this book. The edition of Vezaba also contains a French translation, as well as translations of the other versions of the text. The beginning of the instruction, written by the hereditary noble, the prince, the father of the god, the beloved of the god, the judge of the 6 law courts, the arbiter who causes contentment throughout the entire land, the mayor of the city, the vizier under the majesty of the king of Upper and Lower Egypt, Isesi, who lives forever and eternity. The mayor of the city, the vizier Ptah Hotep, says, "My sovereign lord, old age has arrived, infirmity has descended, misery has drawn nigh, and weakness increases. One must take a nap like a child every day. The eyes are blurred, the ears are deaf, and vigor wanes because of weariness. The mouth is silent and no longer speaks. The memory is gone and cannot recall even yesterday. The bones ache through frailty. Pleasure has become repulsive, and all taste has vanished. What old age does to men is totally despicable. The nose becomes plugged and cannot breathe. Even standing and sitting are a bother. Permit your humble servant to appoint a staff of old age. Let my son be allowed to succeed to my position. To that end I will instruct him in the decisions of the judges, the wisdom of those who have lived in earlier ages, those who hearken to the God. So may the same be done for you. May discord be banished from the people, and may the two banks serve you." Then the majesty of the God said, "Before you retire, teach him about what has been said in the past. Then he will be an example to the children of the nobles, when understanding and precision have entered into him. Instruct him, for no one is born wise." The beginning of the wise maxims spoken by the hereditary noble, the prince, the father of the god, the beloved of the god, the eldest son of the king, of his very body, the judge of the 6 law courts, the arbiter who causes contentment throughout the entire land, the mayor of the city, the vizier Ptah Hotep, to teach the ignorant about knowledge and about the principles of good conduct, things such as are profitable to him who will listen, but a source of sorrow to him who disregards them. Thus he spoke to his son, Ptah Hotep the younger, "Do not be haughty because of your knowledge, but take counsel with the unlearned man as well as with the learned, for no one has ever attained perfection of competence, and there is no craftsman who has acquired full mastery. Good advice is rarer than emeralds, but yet it may be found even among women at the grindstones." 2. If you come up against an aggressive adversary in court, one who has influence and is more excellent than you, lower your arms and bend your back, for if you stand up to him, he will not give in to you. You should disparage his belligerent speech by not opposing him in his vehemence. The result will be that he will be called boorish, and your control of temper will have equaled his babble. 3. If you come up against an aggressive adversary, your equal, one who is of your own social standing, you will prove yourself more upright than he by remaining silent while he speaks vengefully. The deliberation by the judges will be somber, but your name will be vindicated in the decision of the magistrates. 4. If you come up against an aggressive adversary, a man of low standing, one who is not your equal, do not assail him in accordance with his lowly estate. Leave him be, and he will confound himself. Do not answer him in order to vent your frustration. Do not alleviate your anger at the expense of your adversary. Wretched is he who persecutes one who is inept. Things will turn out in accordance with your will, and you will defeat him through the censure of the magistrates. 5. If you are a ruler responsible for the concerns of the populace, search for every opportunity to do good, so that there may be no shortcoming in your actions. Great is and its foundation is firmly established. It has not been shaken since the time of Asar. And he who violates the laws must be punished. In the eyes of the covetous man, it goes unnoticed that wealth can be lost through dishonesty, and that wrongdoing does not result in success. He says, "I will procure wealth for myself." He does not say, "I will procure wealth through my diligence." But in the long run, it is ma'at which endures, and an honest man may state, "This is my ancestral property." 6. Do not stir up fear in people, or God will punish in equal measure. A man may determine to live thereby, but he will eventually be lacking in bread for his mouth. A man may decide to become rich, and he may say, I will snatch for myself whatever I see. A man may decide to cheat another, but he will end up by giving his gains to a total stranger. It is not what men devise that comes to pass, but what God determines comes to pass. Live therefore contentedly, and let what they give come of its own accord. 7. If you should be one of those sitting as guests at the table of someone who is greater than you, accept what he serves when it is placed in front of you. Look only at what is right in front of you, and do not stare at him constantly. For to force yourself upon him is an irritation to his spirit. Do not speak to him until he invites you to do so, for one never knows what may be annoying. You should speak only when he addresses you, and then what you say will be of interest. You should laugh only when he laughs, and this will be very pleasant to his heart. As for a nobleman when he is at the table, his demeanor is determined by his mood. He will be generous to the one whom he favors, for such is the way once night has come. It is his mood which prompts him to be generous. A nobleman may give, but an ordinary man should not presume upon him. The eating of bread is under the governance of God, and it is only a churl who complains about it. 8. If you are a man entrusted with responsibility, one whom one nobleman sends to another, be meticulous in your duty when he sends you, and deliver his message exactly as he dictates it. Resist doing anything offensive by making a comment, which could cause one nobleman to be annoyed with the other. Observe the truth, do not surpass it, although one should not repeat an angry speech. Do not speak against any person, be he great or small, for this serves only to arouse the temper. 9. If you engage in agriculture, and your field prospers, and God causes it to increase under your hand, do not talk about it incessantly around your neighborhood, for it is important that one should practice the discretion appropriate to the prudent man. It is the man of integrity who is the possessor of true wealth, and in the court he conquers like a crocodile. Do not praise him who has no children, neither speak ill nor boast about it, for it is common that a father may be in misery, and as for a mother who has given birth, another may be happier than she. It is the lone man of whom God takes care, and the head of a family may pray for someone to succeed him. 10. If you are humble and the servant of a well-to-do man, let all your behavior be flawless before God. If you should learn that he was once of low estate, do not be disdainful toward him because you have learned about his past. Respect him in accordance with what he has made of himself, for wealth does not come of its own accord, but it is the ordinance of the gods for one whom they favor. As for his possessions, he has gathered them himself, but it is God who has made him respectable and watches over him even when he sleeps. 11. Follow your heart as long as you live, and do not work beyond what is allocated to you. Do not waste the time of following the heart, for wasting time is an annoyance of the spirit. Do not lose the hours of daylight beyond what is necessary for keeping your household in order. When wealth has been amassed, follow your heart, for wealth brings no advantage when it is a burden. 12. If you are a well-to-do man and beget a son who pleases God, if he is upright and follows your disposition, if he listens to your teachings, if his conduct is worthy within your household, and if he manages your property well, then do every good thing for him, for he is your son, begotten of your very being. Do not withhold your love from him, but one's offspring may cause grief. If he goes wrong and disregards your counsel, if he does not do as you instruct him but disobeys everything said to him, if his mouth prattles on with vile talk, then reject him, for he is not your son, and for certain he was not born to you. Punish him for all his talk, For he who has extended his arm against you is hateful to the gods. Surely evil was fated for him from the womb. For he whom the gods guide is one who cannot err, and he whom they leave stranded is unable to cross the river. 13. If you are in the audience chamber, stand and sit in accordance with your position, which was given to you on the first day. Do not exceed your duty, for it will result in your being turned back. Be attentive to him who enters bearing a report, for he who has been summoned has complete freedom. The audience chamber tends towards strict etiquette, and all its affairs follow specific rules of conduct. It is God who promotes one's position, and that men should force their way is not done. 14. If you are with the people, gain for yourself supporters who are trustworthy. One who is trustworthy is one who will not spread talk around the community. He will himself become an official, and a man amin due to his good performance. As for your good reputation, you should not talk about it. Provide for your body, but turn your attention toward the people, and men will boast on your behalf without you being aware of it. But as for him whose heart obeys his stomach, he invites scorn for himself instead of respect. His heart is morose and his body wretched. Great of heart are those whom God has established, but he who listens to his stomach is his own worst enemy. 15th, state your business without concealing anything, your opinion in the counsel of your Lord. If he can speak fluently and easily, it will not be difficult for an agent to give his account and no one will answer, "What does he know of it?" Even an official whose property has fared poorly, if he thinks about reproaching him concerning it, will be silent, saying only, "I have no comment."
Hotep Mat. This visual presentation was brought to you by Atef Kemat and the House of ATTON, ancient Tehutian teachings of the Neteru. I want to give Heno to my master teacher, the great Tehuti Amun Hotep Ra. Yes, Saba. Astarte talks and I also move around. Go to houseofatton.org for everything from merch to ebooks and classes. They forget that we are the real champions around here. Support Tehuti and ask questions here. Cash App $TT Amon and PayPal at Rocky SV. Please send all questions to Tehuti at email, mysticaltelevision@gmail.com. Ancestral artifacts over religious opinion. Tune in to the Tehuti podcast on YouTube every Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. Pacific time for mind-blowing answers again and again. Heni Saba. May you advance your station among the venerables. May your Ka contend with your enemy. And may your Ba learn the ways leading to the portal of the One who clothes the weary one. May Amun be satisfied. Ankh E M Ma'at.
Hotep. Apologize for the mess up. That wasn't exactly how I wanted to bring it forth, but I hope y'all appreciated it. And I'm working on it. I'm learning from my mistakes, and definitely gonna keep on pushing. That's probably like the third, probably like the before the version of it. I had to cut it and chop it. Y'all could see, you could see the mistakes. But the last part it's a lot of work, man. But I thought I had it. How I wanted to bring stuff. So I hope y'all appreciate it. And that's my share, cause brother, I'm gonna fix it though. I'm gonna fix it.
Atef, peace. Come on, man. That was that's light work. You can fix that, man. We ain't on your head like that, man. That was still good presentation. But I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean by wanting something to be right. Like Ami said earlier, you can check it 1,000 times, and as soon as you try to go ahead and make it happen, something's off, something's missing. So I've been down that road before, and I know you already know that's that creator's life right there. But to you, great brother. Presentation was good, man. I can only imagine the second part to it. But at least you already know where you're headed. It's look good, bro. So like I said, those are just like minor tweaks you just gotta go in and fix. But it was still never, man. So hey, to you, great brother. You know the Sabaeats of Ptah Hotep is always definitely one of my favorites. How one should conduct themselves in so many matters. I'm happy that you're at this portion within the literature, because when you put it in art form the way that you did, it's a beautiful way to get it across to people, especially like when we mentioned the shorts, stuff like that, man. These are things that is good for people to listen to, and to be able to at least have some curiosity to be like, hey man, let me go check this book out that he put up there. Let me go read this, because I love what's in it, right? So that's why one of my favorite instructions in there is, like he said, like, you can search, you can get wisdom from anybody, man, from the highest up to what people may consider the lowest profession. Like, wisdom is all around. It's why I call what Saba talk about, say drop them jewels, right? So they rarer than emeralds. I love that, man, because I like to listen to all types of people, man. I don't care who they are, man. Like, I don't care for whatever job I'm working, or who I run into while I'm at the store, or whatever. Like, just whatever I'm doing, you'll be surprised how somebody can say a particular thing and it has some depth to it. And then, or gets me to think about something, and I'm like, man, well, you know what, man, that helped. And I might not even know who that person was. So I love the Sabaeats of Ptah Hotep, and wait till your next one, Atef. You're gonna see how flawless it is, man. Then this one just gonna fly right over the head, man. These are what we call reps, bro. We call them reps. And if you gotta hit 10 reps and you get to 9, and you trying to get that last one, it's all good. Hey, it's all good. All right, for sure. We be back up in here. We get it. Don't even worry about it. So, hey, to you, great brother. Definitely enjoyed this. And hey, keep up the good work, great brother. Hotep.
Meaning Hood, great brother. 2 up for that, for the encouragement. Definitely want to give a head new to the great Minty, because she definitely had a lot of influence. She sent me a bunch of clips. I think I put like 7 or 8 in this one, so I'm definitely gonna add more in my next one in part 2, and that's gonna be 3 parts. She created a thumbnail for me, so definitely want to give her a very, 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 very big 2 up for that. And you know, I didn't mean to mess it up. That's all Minty's work right there. All Minty.
Hey, shout out to Minty. Shout out to Minty.
And there's a lot of pictures in the presentation that she gave me, and I did it. I put it in kind of like I put some of them in, and then some of them I kind of hid in there. So I hope she caught it, and I'm very grateful for that. I wish it would have played all the way through without the echo. And like I said, the first time I got to something to where I was trying to do something that the machine couldn't do. So that's what the mess up was. Because at the end part, the first 2 parts were complete. The last part, it you know, it didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out, but it came out great. So I'm glad all of y'all appreciated it. And you know what? Here, I'm gonna share something with y'all. Can I share my screen real quick? I share. Give y'all a quick little thing, quick little treat. I'm working on. When we talking about the Sebaid stuff. So I'm gonna share this with y'all. I hope y'all forgive me for my mix up. I'm gonna share this with y'all. This is something that I'm working on too. So y'all let me know what y'all think. There we go.
Ancient Egyptian Wisdom, 7 Timeless Principles to Live By, Prince Hordedef's Guide to a Legendary Life. Unlock 3,000-year-old secrets to success, legacy, and divine favor. Prince Hordedef's wisdom will transform how you live and how you're remembered. He who lives by Ma'at never truly dies. Prince Hordedef's Eternal Blueprint. 1. The Ma'at Code: Truth, Balance, Right Action. Live by these 3 pillars, and the gods themselves will honor your name. Most chase wealth, wise souls chase alignment. 2. Correct yourself before life does it for you. The universe rewards self-awareness. Fail to reflect, and the world will reflect your flaws back to you, harshly. 3. Build backwards. A legacy isn't left, it's built daily. Start with a home rooted in love. Secure land that feeds generations. Famine tests men, preparation crowns them. 4. Your tomb is your resume. In Egypt, they carved their ethics into stone. Today, build your tomb with integrity. Let your life speak when you're gone. 5. Death honors the prepared. Appoint caretakers now for what matters. Offer value so pure, it outlives you. The afterlife, a mirror of your daily choices. 6. The Judgment Challenge. Your deeds will speak for you. No spin, no excuses. When Asar weighs your heart, only truth remains. Live so the scale tips in your favor. 7. The forgotten key to immortality. Choose one person to carry your flame, not with empty rituals, with fire. Most names fade, yours won't. Final warning. The path of Ma'at isn't easy, but it's the only one where your shadow guides others long after you're gone. Share this if you believe wisdom should outlive stone.
I do not talk.
You cutting up now. You cutting all the way up now. You on mute.
I'm just practicing, great brother.
Come on, man. That's what I'm saying, man. You putting them reps in, man. I see you.
I'm just practicing. I'm just trying to get it right, you know? So yeah, I'm trying to be creative, and I'm just, you know, like I said, it's the first time I did something or wanted to do something that I couldn't either. And I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it, but the machine, the program wasn't allowing me to do it. So, but anyway, that's my share, great brothers. And like I said, I'm glad y'all appreciated it, and I just want to make the Natiru proud, and you know, elevate my consciousness and rise to be a netta. So Hotep, Hinu to you, great brother, for your inspiration, motivation. And you know, you said do some shorts, work on some shorts. So you know, I'm trying, working on it.
Hey, you doing great, brother. So to you, Hotep.
Hotep, peace, great brother.
Peace, Hotep Hinu. Great brother, Uncle Jasaneb. Yes. Hold on. Mic check. Can I be heard?
Yeah, we can hear you, great brother. Mic check.
All right. Tua. Dua. Great brother. Let me pull my notes up. So yes, this was very Nefer. The very first section, was first the audio was extremely accurate. It was the voices on top of the instrumental was perfect. The dynamic and the volume between those two was extremely Nefer. And I love, of course, just the dynamic of the conversation. The imagery was more advanced in this one than it has been in previous ones. I don't know if you're using a new, because I definitely saw an advancement in the images. So that was fire. That was phenomenal. And I also love how they put it too with Ptah Hotep and how to deal with someone who's not on your level. And she said to not punch down on somebody, and I just like the way that was put and worded. So that was phenomenal. And on the second, the frequency shifted. Voice and her tone is more smooth, and it has a rhythm that's the tempo is much more slower. So the music that you put behind there was a perfect match with her voice. Seamless, just sweetness of tones to the ear. Volume wise, just audio wise, it was perfect. Nefer, very accurate. It was just phenomenal. And then of course the captions that you added definitely adds a new dynamic for being able to read while you're listening as well. So utilizing two systems simultaneously, which is a great addition. So Tua for putting that in, and with you doing it on the Seba'id as well. And even though there's some technical, but I look forward to seeing that in its completed state and being able just to read along while hearing it. So that's a phenomenal addition. And so just speaking on just the work that you put together, the artistic vision and the execution, the effectiveness of you bringing it forward, and just the advancement all around, it definitely moved forward in evolution, and it was phenomenal. Great brother. So I'm giving you much dua for that, and your keparah within that. Yes, and as you know, I don't think, I still have my checklist where I want to have a scribal session with no technical issues. Every single session, it's always something. So I haven't had one yet. What number we on? So you know, still striving for that. So, you know, that's the thing about the process. And it's also a great reason why, like with what we're doing with Becoming the Jed and re-uploading them in its completion in its entirety. And we're just adding yours. We're uploading yours and just being able to go back to it and just receive it in its completion, in its entirety, how you want it to be received. It will be received. So do our great brother for just all your Nefer work that you're doing and bringing forward such creative works within the Seba'it, and dua for reaching out to Minty Hotep as well. And you know, that was very Nefer, great brother, and to our Minty for whatever works that you did. And that was just a beautiful thing. And let's build and work together and create these modern day today scriptures, right? And like you say, Atef digital stone. So any production, it's a big field. It's a large place, and you know, with learning the skill set to put ourselves in position to be a part of that is only going to be beneficial in every single way. It's only going to be beneficial in every single way. So dua, Minty, for stepping forward and assisting the great brother with all that you did. And Uncle Jasineb, Atef Frem Kim Ma'at, and of course, dua to the great Shantae for all the works that she's doing in the background. You know, that type of work. The people who are, you know, always just in the background, quiet, who play such a major part, never really receive the proper praises, right? And that's only because they're not seen. But we know when we see you, we see her, and so it's a beautiful thing. So dua to her and your Nefer Aout, and Uncle Jasineb, great brother, Hotep Marie, fantastic Acker Nefer job, great brother Hinu.
To a great brother, Nini Uk. You know, you brothers, you know, you inspire me, Ani, keep me motivated. So I appreciate y'all brothers. I'm, you know, just trying to get it right, trying to do it, just trying to do my part. I'm definitely, I don't even know how to fix it, because I've been trying to fix it and get it right. I thought it was right. I thought I had it, I'm gonna tell you, I thought I had it rigged up. I thought I had it rigged because I had to cut it and splice it and put it back together. And then add in the words. I don't know if y'all noticed, but some of the words didn't take, because I don't know, man. These programs, it's a lot. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I love it though. I really love what I do. I love it because I'm just learning. So, you know, I definitely made a lot of mistakes, and I was able to see it. And you know, but it doesn't distract me. And I think I done messed up every single presentation from the beginning, from day one. It just, you know, but you know, I'm happy. You know, I'm happy because I was able to present it. You know, I was able to present it and you know, definitely with the help of Minty and the Nefer thumbnail and the pictures. Like I said, I think it's like 8 or 9 that I added. She sent me about 50. So y'all look forward to some more, because I feel like I said, when I got to that Seba'it, to that chapter, I had a lot of pressure. I was like, man, how am I gonna do this? You know, I can't mess this up. I gotta get this right. You know, and my immediate thought was, you know what? Let me call the sister. Let me reach out to the sister. I know she's an artist, and just, you know, just ask her for some of her work. And like I said, she sent me some great work, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for her for that. So Tua for that, and all that you do, Minty. Stay strong, keep your head up, and all the great sisters. Like I said, I dedicate this Sabaeat, these classes, to the Nefer sisters of the House of ATTON, as well as the brothers, but everyone's mates and all the sisters. It's a lot to name. Amunet, Minty, Angela Gates, Lisa, Gabby, Adeline. There's a lot. So, and I know there's a lot that are apart, but that are in the background, right? So, Hotep, this is for you. This is for you as well. And yeah, I'm get it right. I'm gonna get that last part the way that I want it, because I wanted the I didn't want to add for the part where I'm actually reading the Sabaeat. I only wanted to keep that pure. I wanted to keep that with no funny business, no cartoons. I wanted to just have this Ptah Hotep, the Sabaeat, archaeological evidence I wanted for the last part. So that's why it wasn't a lot of fashion, a lot of different things. So I had something else planned for that, but as you can see, it echoed and it didn't really come out. So, but the words were still able to come through. So again, like I said, that's all that matters, because that's my favorite part. I love creating, of course, but the words of our ancestors, to me, are the most important part. And being able to present it in a way that's digestible for now, for people right now, and making it natural. I added a little humor in the beginning, a little bit of, and if you guys notice, Matthew and Christina, they didn't sometimes they be teetering on the edge, So I didn't want to overstep with them this one. So, Tua, man, I appreciate everybody's support. And yeah, part 2 is gonna come through, and I'm gonna fix part 1. So when y'all do see this again, it'll be in this completed stage. And the great brother Dejed gave me a suggestion to do some shorts. So that's what the last part that I showed you guys when I shared, and that was from my class, last class of HARDEDEF teachings. So that was my presentation for that. So Hotep Anu.
Great brother, yeah, that you did as well. That was definitely like 3, and take that and make 3 from that for sure. And it was stepped out like that way too. So yeah, that was fire. Great brother. So yeah, again, just dua for echoing the great ancestors and bringing the Sabaeat forward. Dua for being the great Nefer scribe that you are, great brother. So I'll post the link.
And Christina been kicking it with Hush Nation, man. She said Big Hoteps. Where'd she get that from? She been out there kicking it. She been out there kicking it with Hush out there, man.
Yeah, she say Big Ma'at. Yeah, she definitely did. Big Ma'at. Hey, man, listen, let me tell you something. To try to create the characters to talk, oh man, that's a job in itself. It's a job, man. Yeah, but I love it though. I love I love seeing, messing with the buttons, man. I love it, because I learn so much. I make so many mistakes that I'm learning from my mistakes, because I can still be working on it, and I am. Listen, I was done Like I was done Wednesday, but I was like, nah, let me. It was the last little part I wanted to get right, and that last little part took me up till this morning. Up until today, I was still trying to get it right. Then I got it right. Then I put it together. Then I played it. It was right. Then I play it for you guys, and it's an echo. I'm like, oh my goodness, what is going on? I couldn't believe it. I'm looking, and it's two things playing. Like, how did that happen? Oh man. I'm like, okay. So, but he had asked me to cut it up. He said, hey, I want to put the whole Maxims in one part. So I was like, well, I said, okay, I'm going to take care of that. Not knowing that I was going to be able to do it. I mean, I knew that I would be able to do it by just chopping it, but I didn't know I'd already have it chopped up already, just trying to get this one little piece right. And yes, I did use a different program. Like I said, I can't even talk. If somebody asked me to show them how I do it, I couldn't. Even my mate, she be trying to sit and try to watch and learn, but my process is, I don't have a process yet because I'm still learning. So Minty says she coming to the panel. But yeah, I couldn't even I was trying to show my mate something, and it was a lot for her because she was like, wait, you was using something else yesterday. And I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, okay, tomorrow I'll have time. Then the next day came, then I was using something different. She was like, wait, what was you doing yesterday? And I was like, I don't know. I'm learning. So I couldn't even walk you through my process, but I did use something different, honey. There was definitely a different program that was used. And it's about, let me see, one, two, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's probably like 9 different programs that I use to create, 9 different software to create. Probably more than that. I'm serious. Probably more than that.
Yeah, that's how I was able to recognize it, because I'm familiar with these different softwares, and because they all are different. They produce different results, and it's a beautiful thing because it's such a growing process and things are being rolled out. I just tried a new section on something today that was that I applied for in a beta, and I just got access to it. So it's always new. Right now it's moving so fast, and it's powerful because when we put our attention on it, it can definitely, people are seeing what we're doing with it. So that's another beautiful thing in real time, that we're learning, and they're seeing what's being created in real time. So it's a powerful thing, and I encourage everyone to take time to dig into it. Where take time, like it's worth taking the time to look into what we have available to us to assist us in bringing forward whatever our vision is. If we have a difficult time even trying to use that or figure out what that is, use the tools to help you. There's no shame in using the tools. Use the tools. That's what they're there for. Use them, and whatever is necessary to get one jump started, use it. Trust me, there's people who are using the tools and are taking full advantage for the purposes of ISFAT and getting paid for it. So they're there, and it's a tool, and whoever is utilizing the tool is able to produce what it is that they want to create. So I always encourage everyone to please take the time to look and study, into these, what a GPT is, right? We hear these terms, but look up what a GPT is, and you'll begin to understand more of just what these things are and how to use them. So Dua, great Atef for him for being a leading example and showing that and telling people your process too. Like it's one different separate programs, and it's there's so much. So it's a beautiful thing. So we'll give Minty a few moments to join the panel, as we definitely want to hear from her as well. And out to everyone who is supporting Uncle Jas and Neb. Again, the support links are pinned to the top, and they're also here on the screen that you can scan with your phone if you're watching on a TV or a computer. And here's the PayPal, and we will show that here in a few moments. We'll allow Minty to come up. But yeah, all of the things that like if what we see right here on the computer screen, right underneath that all is just numbers and ones and zeros, right? Codes, and even colors is based on numbers and letters. Every color has a hex code to it, and we used to have to go in and type those things and create those things ourselves, like literally go in and type in the code and learn how to do that. We no longer have to do that. You can literally type what you want to create, and now the GPT will create whatever it is, the code for you, so you can something that took months now takes minutes. So if you want to create like a way to study for yourself, and put something together, if you want to study a particular thing, you can create that for yourself, easy, no problem. And again, it's just how we choose to use these tools. So it is a fun, definitely very enjoyable to take our ancient writings, what the ancestors brought forward, and create with them, because that's what they did. It's a beautiful thing. So Hotep, Minty Hotep, welcome
Peace,
to the panel.
Hotep. Peace, Hotep. Can it be heard?
Hotep.
Yes, you're looking extremely magical, heka ufu.
Yeah, she got a little new look on her. Ptah, you see that?
Absolutely.
We see you, Minty.
Yeah, yeah. Tua for this Nefer class. It's a great honor of mine to be asked, to be called upon to work in tandem with the brother Atef, presenting Ptah Hotep. Everything is a great big synchronicity, and the week prior to brother Atef asking me to create the thumbnail and some images, I had spoke to Saba Tahuti, and during our conversation, he advised me to read Ptah Hotep. So I was actually in the process of digesting Ptah Hotep when brother Atef had asked me to create the thumbnail. So I just think it's another beautiful synchronicity that we share. I think that I surprised myself when I created the thumbnail image. As an artist, it's very rare to create something and be satisfied right off the gate, like there's no perfecting it because it's already perfect. And it's just like this reading is perfect, just like this Sabaite, it's absolutely nefer. And that's what I put on the on the title screen. This is not just for ancient living, it's also for a guide for modern day living. And these maxims and these lessons are lessons to live and teach by. So Henu to the Naturu for putting this down in stone, and Henu to you, Brother Atef, for putting this in digital stone.
Nini, great sister. Yeah, I felt like, I'm like, Minty is an artist. I remember when we had the talent shows and you drew something real quick. I was amazed, like, wow, look at that. And I was trying to figure out what you were doing when you were doing it, and I couldn't figure it out. And then I saw you go out in the world and you live streamed us, and you did some graffiti that was nefer. And I was like, you know what? Let me reach out to Minty, and I don't know what. I didn't even tell her. I just asked her for a thumbnail. I said I'm doing Ptah Hotep, and she sent me the thumbnail. And then I said, any other images you have, I would love them. I snuck some in, Minty. I don't know if you saw them. And
I did.
I'm definitely gonna use some more for my other 2 presentations. But yeah, I snuck some in and kind of put some in where you got to really be paying attention to see them because they're there. But 2 out for that. I'm definitely grateful for you for that, because definitely need the feminine energy. It's definitely we definitely need the Turks. So like I said, I dedicated this to all of you women, all of the ladies, all of the Nefer ladies for the house of ATTON, all the supporters and everything. So, because without you, we don't have nothing. So Hotep and new to you, basically. 2 out for that. And I don't know if you saw it messed up at the end. I have been working, trying to get it right, but it didn't come out the ending part the way I wanted it. But I'm gonna fix it. So.
Hey, everything happens for a reason, and it's very nefer. If you're open for all of the learning experiences that happen in the in between, everything's gonna work out perfectly. And that happened to me too when I was creating the thumbnail. I was learning a new program, so there was that. And I had created the perfect thumbnail, and I had did something, touched a button, moved something, and it got erased. And I tried to get it back, and then I freaked out, and I shut everything down. I shut all my apps down without saving them, and I was just like, okay, now I gotta start over again. And I'm sure you brothers know what that's like.
Yes.
You hit the wrong button and everything just disappears. So all my work disappeared. So I was like, you know what? Here's my chance to create it even better. I really liked the first one, but I love the second one. If anybody picks up and notices the detail in there and the story behind it that I put in the thumbnail. It's of the little boy evolving into Par-EE. Thank you, Tua. So we have the little boy being surrounded by the aura of the Maxims of Ptah Hotep. So that is surrounding his aura and protecting and guiding. And then if you look in the waist of both of the Par-EEs is an image of a boy's shadow. which is also the boy's shadow that's standing in front of the Part EE statue in the back. So this is just his evolution through coming a Part EE and the different stages. Did anybody catch that?
Yeah, I see it. That one. Tua, big ma'at. Yes, I love it. Thank you. See, I'm telling y'all. Yes, it was. Yeah, man, I'm grateful. Like I said, I love it. When you sent it, I love it. I love the thumbnail, even the images, right? So let me just tell y'all. So the images, I didn't tell her the aspect ratio. That's the new word I learned. For when you're creating stuff for the phone versus creating it for the computer versus TV, but I've made so many mistakes that it didn't even matter because they were the pictures that you gave me. The aspect ratio was different than what I was creating, but I was still able to use them because I've done that so many times. I remember Scribe asked me one day, he asked me, he said, hey, he said, is the picture supposed to be like that? And I said, nah, man, I messed up the aspect ratio and I couldn't fix it by that time. But then, you know, now after making so many mistakes, now I kind of got that part right. And yeah, but Tua, like I said, Tua for that, because no matter what, you know, I still was able to get it right. But I didn't tell you, hey, create it in this aspect, create it in that, you know, this size or whatever. It doesn't matter. It was great. I love it, and I'm gonna use. She sent me about 50 images, guys. So
Yeah, no, there was 64 images and 1 thumbnail.
yeah. So I'm definitely gonna be using the rest of them now. So 2 after that. And Ani said he just got open to he just got in the beta. So I was using my presentations before. I was in a beta. I was using a program that wasn't available to the masses. And now it's open and available to everybody. I haven't even used it. I've moved on. I'm doing something different. I'm not going to say that. Some of the results that it gives me, I'm not really thrilled with. Although I do still use it, but I didn't use it at all for this one. So I didn't use it at all. I'm using something different. So I'm very familiar with that. And yes, familiarize yourself with the technology, because I have to tell you guys something. Technology don't go in reverse. So
right,
you know, so you definitely don't be scared of it. You know, don't be scared of it. And then, right, you want to learn how to use it so people don't use it against you. Right. So I saw somebody when I shared my short at the end. I shared a short for HARDEDEF that I was creating. Somebody said, I recognize that voice. I use that voice on purpose because everyone uses that voice. So I use that voice on purpose to fool people. I'm going to tell you the truth, but I'm going to use a voice that everyone recognizes. So yes, Robert, that is a voice that you've heard before. And I did that on purpose, to use that voice to save those Sebites from HARDEDEF. So yeah, you know, like I said, technology don't go in reverse. So, you know, learn it. Don't be scared of it. And have fun with it. I have fun with it. It was scary at first. It was when we first started this using Canva, I'm telling you, my wife used to make my presentations for me. Now she won't even touch them. She's like, nah, you have to do them. Like she'll give me ideas like this last one when I was creating and she was watching it, right? Because I'm telling you, I exported it and encoded it probably about 5 or 6 times, right? And one of the times it was done and I wasn't there, so she was able to watch the whole thing. And she started pointing out my mistakes. She was like, oh, you got to fix this, you got to fix that, which I already knew. But then she was like, hey, I want you to add something here. I like how this was, but then it got boring right here. I need you to put something in. I like that. How did you do that? And yeah, so like I said, man, he knew to all of the women, you know.
Yeah,
Because,
you know, sometimes it just needs a woman's touch.
yes, definitely. Definitely. So, yeah, man, you know, that's where we at. And put the boat in the water where you at. Keep moving, step by step.
Yeah,
Step.
and in this new frontier, there's tons of programs to use. So I believe that I'm going to be exploring tons of image creating programs, as well as incorporating my own art into it. Everything that I do is art. And I got 3 new programs that I want to learn, and I'll share them with you too. One of the image creating programs is actually on Discord, so I don't know if you're familiar with that, but I look forward to bringing that forth on Discord as well.
Yeah, 2 out for that. Yeah, the Discord, that's a whole nother class too. I noticed I don't even be on the Discord. I don't know how to work it. It's too much. Too many buttons. I don't know how to work it. So I go on there a little bit, but I don't know how to work it.
Yeah.
I really don't. That is a class in itself.
It is. It's time consuming and it's frustrating.
it is. But I know that
when you get it, the final product that you are working on, it's worth it. And then to have something happen like everything get erased and you were able to build it right back up again, no problem. That's an accomplishment.
I had a whole project get erased like twice. So now I work off a thumbnail now, right? So because I travel a lot, so I just use a thumbnail now, but you gotta have a fast thumbnail. The thumbnail has to be fast enough to transfer the data. So you can't have 10 different thumbnails. Then it has to be big enough to hold the data, because I create a lot of images, a lot of videos. So it's just so many different things to learn. Then you gotta have a fast, I don't even know what you call it, but the thing that you plug the USB into, the port.
Video cards?
No, so I have a lot of different, I have hard drives, so I have a port that I plug into the thing. That has to be fast enough as well. So I have a little Mickey Mouse one that just cut off. As you can see, segment disappeared from my background, right? So,
right.
But I have a lot of my images when I'm working on my projects. I just put them on the thumbnail so that I can't lose them. Because even when I travel, I can take them with me. My thumbnail is USB and USB-C, so I can also work off my phone. So yeah, it's a lot to learn. But like I said, I love it because this is my whole life. You know, my art is my whole life. So I just want to learn and grow and evolve. So yeah, this is, you know, but it's all a learning process, so it really is. And my intention and my motivation is right, so it always comes out natural. So, Ptah Hotep, new to you, great sister, again, for your work. And yeah, send me some of your art so I can incorporate them into my next one. Send me some of your art, like some of your graffiti. If you could email me some of them, that would be great. Yeah, if you don't mind. You want to include a few of
I was actually sorry about that.
Go ahead.
I was actually drawing. I was doing some pieces last night. I don't know if I could screen share on here, but you know, my name is I am a graffiti artist, and my name is Min, and that's what I write. Is Min, M-I-N. And recently I saw somebody that is writing M-E-N. I never saw it before, but I'm just getting ready to dominate the field that I'm most comfortable in. So Was up last night drawing, working on some pieces. And I'm excited. I'll absolutely add those in there for you.
Yeah, send me some, please, so I can incorporate them into part 2.
You got it. It's an honor and a pleasure.
My pleasure as well.
Yeah, we're getting into a lot of tech talk. I don't know, everyone's gonna have to expand the vocabulary to take in, because there's a bunch of gems being dropped. We have to learn the language, just like anything else. In any particular field, you have to learn the language to really be able to utilize it. So it's a great exercise. So yes, to our great mentee, and I will go ahead and share the screen for the support for this class right now. Give dua to the great Maru.
Thank you for coming to the panel, mentee.
Absolutely. I was actually at a farmer's market down here in Silver Lake, and I was speaking to some brother that was speaking to.
One second, great mint. If I can
Sure.
Go ahead and complete this and give dua to the great Maru, to the great supporters. And we'll start with the great Robert E. Williams Jr., who sent in 2072 for Maxims of Ptah Hotep. Shu in Ma'at. Dua to the great Robert Williams, Hinu. Great brother, dua for your consistency. Always supporting, always in the classes and participating in the chat. Know you're getting your study in, great brother. So dua, Hinu to you. And next we have the great Amun and Amunet, who sends in $10 for Tua Orsin Atef for your consistency and dedication. The Hinu Fist. Yes, much dua to Amun and Amunet for your consistency as well. Always coming for echoed light. And Tua for your great consistent support. For the House of ATTON, for yourselves, and being great examples of what it looks like to follow the Sebai. So Uncle Jasanet. We have the powerful Ampu Ma'at Heka, who sends in $5 with 3 flames. 3 setu. Hotep Ma'at to the great Ampu. Hinu to you, great brother. And Tua for your Keper, your Kepera. And always leading by example, great brother, being loud in your walk. Hotep. And of course, the wonderful sister that we have on the panel with us, the great Minty Hotep, who sends in $1 for Hotep. Well, dua, and also for, of course, the time and energy that you put into assisting with this presentation as well. So you definitely did do more. So Hotep to you, and of course all your creativity and consistency. Great Minty.
Hotep Henu.
Hotep Henu. And next we have the great brother Fix Hush Nation, who sends in 666. Dua Hinu Hotep per M Aten. Dua Hinu Hotep to the great Fix Hinu, great brother, for your bright Aku, your bright energy, and for your Kepera as well, for your tones, and always supporting, consistent every week, and being a great example, great brother. So Hotep and Hinu to you.
And Big Ma'at.
And next we have and Big Ma'at, Big Hotep. And for the next we have, of course, the 3 sets of, or the 1 set of 3 for the great Nukpu, who sends in 333. 3 times for Hotep, Ma'akaru, 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 Sekim Heku Ma'at. Hotep, Nefer Sin Neter. Let me spread this out so I can. Here we go. Hotep, Nefer Sin Neter, Atef, Uncle Jaseneb, Heka'u Ma'tep, Netiru, Sinu, Au, Maru, Pertim, Atin, Sekim Ma'at. A lot of medu netter, a lot of powerful tones of life and health and prosperity and magic and truth. Dua to the great Nukpu Nukpu for your consistency, great brother. And again, dua for your adoration on the pod class. Much dua for that. And yeah, just for your great walk. And your Heka'u, great brother, being a great example. Wonderful consistency. So this is the Meru of the House of ATTON for today, 5/18/2025. And this first video for Ptah Hotep, 1 through 15. So let's give the great Meru a round of applause.
Gotta keep people like forget that we the real champions around here.
Neb Nefer Unk. Everything is beautiful in life.
Come join us, House of ATTON, Ancient Tahuti and Teachings of Netiru. Back to the source, we the original Axemen.
Yes, Hotep Hindu. Yeah, much dua to all the great Meru. And yes, Minty Hotep, you can go ahead and continue. You said you met with someone.
Oh yes. This afternoon I was down at the farmers market here in Silver Lake, and I was with I call her my adopted mother because she's my son's grandmother, but that's the relationship that we have. That's how we're together in this timeline. And she was speaking to some brother at the tea stand, and they're talking about tea, and they're going on, and I'm trying to get back to the house so I could plug my phone into the charger, so hopefully I can make it to the panel, because I just wanted to show up and show my support in person. And so I go over while she's speaking with the brother, and I was just like, I didn't even have to say anything. She introduced me and she said, tell him what you're studying, what you're into. And I'm like, well, I'm studying Kemet, science and spirituality. She's like, you're studying Kemet. Oh man, this is great. I've been looking for a place where it has this, like, really, what is it? I was like, well, you know what, brother, actually we're on a live right now, and here's the link. We exchanged phones, and I put in Saba's the Saba Tahuti pod class, and then I put in House of Aten, and I showed him that we're live right now. And I'm like, here you go. He's like, no, subscribe to it. So I subscribed to it. I can't see the chat right now, but I know the brother's working up at Farmer's Market. But just to echo off of what Saba is presenting to us this week and last week, you know, with getting this information out to other people and not being too much, don't overthink it too much. I think we're all ready. I think we're all in a space where we're ready to bring forth what our attributes are and let them speak for themselves. We are all teachers, and we are all Sabas. Somebody looks up to one of us. there has to be at least one person that looks up to us as an example. And even if it's that one person that I can affect and I can change, like Saba says, save their life, that's everything right there. So the feeling when he told me what Saba was, the point that Saba was trying to bring home this past 2 weeks was, I've been looking for you. People are out there looking for us. I'm very grateful that I was in the right place at the right time to expose this brother to what we're doing over here. And an added bonus to it, a bonus for style points, is that, I actually made this thumbnail right here, and this is the class that we're doing. So that felt great. So Henu to Saba Tahuti for raising us in the way that he did. I'm so grateful to be in this energy, to still be here. And I'm not going anywhere. There's a lot of interference that I have to battle just to get my butt in front of the camera. And so it's not just as easy as pressing the button and getting on. I have to do a lot. I have to deal with a lot of interference. And speaking of which, my phone is below 10%. So that's I said what I needed to say, and nobody can take that away from me. At the end of the day, nobody can take that away from you. You speak from your ebe, and you move on your time, and everything should be absolutely perfect in divine time.
To our great sister for that. We appreciate you. You're always welcome on the panel. And Tua for your support again. And I definitely look forward to more of your creativity. You definitely help me a lot, as all of the ladies do. So Tua for that, great sister. And Hotep Inu to you.
Nani Tua. So thank you for having me here. I'm gonna get up out of here now because my phone's about to die, and I want to finish up visiting with my son's grandmother before the sun goes down.
Sure.
Give us a few great closing words on your way out.
Sure, absolutely. Tua for that, Brother Ptah. Uncle Jasaneb, I hope that this lesson finds everyone in peace, health, and prosperity and thriving, evolution, and just gaining that Ma'at Heru, taking it to the next level and seeing what needs to be done and doing it without anybody asking you to do it. This matrix is deadly, and it wants everything, and it'll stop at nothing. So the only thing that is keeping it from taking everything from you is you and your integrity and your power and your willingness not to give up on yourself. I'm here to stay. I'm Ptah Hotep, Nuti Ma'at, and I'm here to stay. And I'm here to do whatever needs to be done to extract Isfet from my being. Nebna for Unk. Everything is beautiful in life. Neb Mary Kes for Aten. This is the way, and thank you all for being here.
Neb Nefer Unk. Everything is beautiful in life.
Hotep Marie, great Minty Hotep, your powerful Medu, and have a great rest of your.
Tua, I'll be in the chat. But hope to speak to all of you soon. Tua.
Tua, great sister.
Yes, well, we'll be meeting this week as well, Minty. So Tua.
Absolutely. Neferu Pesh.
Neferu Pesh, great sister.
Neferu Pesh. Tep Hinu. Yeah, Tua to the great Minty Hotep for your example. And yeah, this was absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, if we'll go ahead and begin close out. If you great brothers are, if you all have anything else you'd like to build on.
Just shouts out to the great Minty Hotep. That was much memory, and definitely appreciate being a part of what we all trying to do. So yeah, to that.
Atef?
So we could close it out, great brother, whenever you're ready. This was Nefer. I love it, and it definitely turned out better than I expected, even though it seemed like I messed up. But you just don't keep on leading with the left. And Tua for everything, great brother, for your motivation. And I'll let you guys close out first, and then I'll end it.
Okay, Dua, Hotep Hinu, Ma'a Kuru, to you all who are here able to observe and receive these sessions, these classes live. Much love and Mary to you all. Tua for everyone who supports the House of ATTON and really assist in us bringing forward the reestablishment of Ma'at. All works is being observed, and it's a beautiful thing. So may you all continue to strive in Kepara in every way that your Ba desires to. So Uncle Jasaneb to the great Dejed Sajim for all of your works, great brother, and your leading example, always bringing forward creations and putting a major focus on the Seba'it. So dua for that, great brother. And of course, the great Atefrim Kima'at for your Kepara, your example, and showing what it looks like to push through, difficulties. And yeah, it's a very powerful thing. And the Seba'it helps with a lot of that, right? And being able to remain calm and find a way. So dua, great brother, for that. And of course, the great Saba Tahuti Amenhotep Ra. Dua Hinu to the great Saba for leading by example and showing us what a netter looks like in today's time, and reestablishing the teachings of Ma'at back in the way that he has. So dua to the great Saba and his A'ut and everyone that assists in him coming forward. And of course, all of the great Kuru of the House of ATTON, the Muraru, the members and the supporters. Without you all, we don't exist. So Tua for all of your support, your attention, your studies, your Pekka Mku that you're doing in the MN, in the hidden spaces where no one is there but you. Tua for that work, so you can continue to come forward as Aku, as conscious light. And with that, I will conclude with the Medu. Sekem M Arit, Murder Ka'a, Semu Hatu Natiru, Pert Ent Hotep. I obtain the power to do what pleases my Ka. May the hearts of the Natiru lead me. I come forth in peace. Hotep Henu.
Hotep Henu, peace, peace, peace and love. Once again, shout out to the great mentee. Do it for that wonderful energy. Definitely appreciate you and the collaboration with the great brother Atef. Shouts out to the great Atef. Just putting in more, man. These presentations are looking better and better. You definitely got the animation on lock. So do out to you, great brother, and all that you do. Shouts out to Ptah, man, for just man, leading by example. You definitely inspire us, and we're definitely appreciative of your wonderful leadership and encouraging us and inspiring us to continue to elevate and grow. Shouts out to everybody in the chat and all our supporters, everyone who donated. Definitely appreciate you all. Definitely grateful. You are what helps the House of ATTON continue to move forward and represent my aunt, doing things that is right. As y'all see here, we don't indulge in the isfet. We don't indulge in the chaos and the drama. We're here about growth, and definitely want all those to join who support that type of mentality. So to everybody, shouts out to our MDWNTR.MEDIA him in the thirds, and just shouts out to everybody who just showing much merit. May God grant you and your family health and prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of my heart. And may you all rise and come forth as conscious light, like the divine rock who rises and shine forevermore, my heart. I am the Jed Sajim Mahat Him Power Kuth, everybody in the Tiru, who dress in red, protect the new, that food patch.
Hotep Henu. Peace and love to all the supporters, everyone in the chat, everyone, Zaud. Peace and love to the great Sabatudi, Hotep Ra. Peace and love to the Natiru. Peace and love Henu to the mighty Ptah. Peace and love to the mighty Ptah Aten Tahuti. Peace and love to the mighty Dejet Jem Ma'at Paut Tu. Peace and love to all the great sisters, the great Ptah Hotep, the great Angela Gates, the great Amunet, the great Nefesek Met, the great Lisa. I'm trying to think of all the ladies. Harass did. So many. Lisa. All the great ladies of the House of ATTON. Peace and love to you, great sisters. And peace and love to the great brothers as well. Peace and love to everybody, Naud, everybody's family. Peace and love to the great brothers, the great brother Hush Nation. Peace and love to you, Big Mahat. Peace and love to the great Robert Williams. Peace and love to the great brother. Peace and love to Bossy Tip. Peace and love to Anfu. Peace and love to Medu, Matt. Peace and love to all the great brothers. Peace and love to the whole House of ATTON. This was a great class. I appreciate y'all support and y'all motivation. And, we're going to continue to be with the left. We're going to continue to build this up brick by brick. And with that, we will end the way we began. Again, I'd like to give a dedication and a big shout out to Ptah Hotep and all the great sisters of the earth, of the House of ATTON. Peace and love to you, great sisters. And last but not least, I definitely want to give a big shout out to my mate, who knows who she is and the work that she puts in. Hotep Henu to you, great sister. And with that, we will end the way we began. with our Nefer affirmation. From today's teachings, do not be haughty because of your knowledge, but take counsel with the unlearned man as well as the learned. For no one has ever attained perfection of competence, and there is no craftsman who has acquired full mastery. Good advice is rarer than emerald, but yet it may be found among women at the grindstone. Unki and Ma'at, Un in S, Nintet or Set in Ma'at, Minhepapet in Ma'at, Her in Hukui, Per Iku. I live for Ma'at, I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light.
Neb Nefer Unk. Everything is beautiful in life.
Forget that we the real champions around here.
Come join us, House of ATTON, Ancient Tahuti and Teachings of Natiru. Back to the source, we the original Axemen.
Yo, let's go.
Shed. Closed my eyes, then I woke up back in my bed. I could see my room as clear as looking through a lens. See, I thought I was awake, so then I tried to move, but my body shocked me like I was plugged in a socket. I started panicking and scrambling within my mental. I thought I died and now my body, I'm forever locked in. I was screaming, help me, someone help me please. But there wasn't any sound making it through my teeth. I could see movement in motion, shadows gather around me. How could I close my eyes already closed. Eating alkaline at this time, fasting rezo shocking. I was stuck in a paralysis, fear had me froze. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. I finally started waking up and coming back. I was in the opposite of states effect. That's relaxed, I grabbed my phone and started to do research. Knowledge of what happened, I was in a lack. Insidious, the movie came direct to mind. Every time I've seen this, it was connected to what's not divine. Demons crawling forcefully, holding the body down. Ain't no point in trying to scream, you will not make a sound. Deep within, I knew I made that a reality. The all is mine, I saw it, and so shall it be. I start replacing fear with knowing universe is mental. Talking to my subconscious to wake me up in dreams. Then one day my spirit guides came in so essential. Daylight's astral playing loud in my dream helped to set me free. I'm back in paralysis laying on my couch. But this time I was calm, ready to exit out. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. From what I read, I need to move my arms in front of me. See a rope and pull it, separate and then release. Now I'm out, I see my house is gleaming, I accept it. Looking in the mirror, staring at my car's reflection. I was so ecstatic, flying in every direction. This was months of subconscious reprogramming and redirection. Place my thoughts in my body, wake up, that's what I did. I was reborn from that day so I could start to live. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed.